Hello everyone, my name is PaperNapkin and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon FireRed. In the last episode, we did some shopping in Celadon City, we evolved a couple of Pokemon, and then we made our way to Game Corner, where apparently Team Rocket has turned it into a hideout. If we examine this poster that the guard was adamantly guarding, we will find that there's a switch which opens up a secret entrance to the Team Rocket hideout. This is probably my least favorite part of the game, just because I don't know why, but in the past I've had a lot of trouble with this area. I tend to get lost easily, and there are a couple puzzles along the way that before I wouldn't really put a lot of thought into, but in this episode I did some preparations. Hopefully things go well, or else it might make for a long episode. Get past this guy. There are a lot of interesting items to pick up along the way in this area, so I'll make sure to point them out. First up, there's a Moonstone. I mentioned this before, but this is useful for evolving Clefairies, Jigglypuff, Nidorinos. It's kind of useless for me, just as useless as an X-Speed, but I guess the X-Speed I could sell for money. So yeah, I think I have like 3 or 4 Moonstones at this point, which is kind of useless. TM12 contains Taunt, pretty good move. What it does is it makes it so that the opponent's Pokemon can only use attacking moves, so it can't, put you to sleep, and that was a mistake. There we go. And yeah, it's really good if you're doing competitive battling against like another opponent that you know is going to be using really annoying status moves like that. I'm not going to use it just because I feel, what the heck am I doing? Just because I feel like most of the trainers in this game kind of shy away from that. And if we go down here, here we go, and bam. Yeah, see, that wasn't too bad. And if we make over here, this is the lift. Apparently this is what we need to go into to get to the 4th basement, but apparently we also need a lift key to use it, so we need to find that first. If we go up here, this room has a couple trainers. I'm gonna ignore them for now, and there's a hyper potion over here which is really useful, so I'll hold on to that. But now that we've done pretty much everything there is on this level, let's make our way back, which I think we can do that. Can I sneak by this guy? Look up. There we go. Oh, that was close. I'm a ninja, folks. Friggin' ninja. I think we go over here. No. Is there an item down there? There is an item down there. Ah, damn it. Okay, let's fight him. Let's see what he's got. I got word that we were coming. I never really put too much thought into that before. Like, how does Team Rocket know that I'm coming? Now that we have like cell phones and stuff, I think we kind of take that for granted. But when I was a kid, I used to imagine they had like walkie-talkies, or they used like those pipes that you see in like the Titanic or like old ships and stuff that they would talk into. But maybe that's just me. I'm crazy. Old school. And make quick work of it. Oh, and he's burned, which lowers his attack power, which is a bonus. But he keeps on using Leer, so he might even not get a chance to attack me. Yeah, I don't think he will. This should kill him. Obviously, as you can see, I didn't pick up TM35 for Flamethrower just yet. It's going to take me a long time to grind for those coins, so I don't know if I'm going to do that now or later. It's kind of a toss-up at this point. I'm actually going to switch into Goddish to get some experience points, even though I probably should evolve or level Ricky a bit more. It's a fine line. I want to get battles over quickly for you guys, but I also want to get some experience for my guys. Fortunately, there's no wild Pokemon in this game or in this area. I guess it's not fortunate. With wild Pokemon, you can always use repels, so you don't have to show that on screen. And oh, look at that, 5 hits. The random number generator actually likes me today. Should go find some wild Pokemon and see if we can catch something new. But I don't think we will. And just like that, we beat him easily enough. And we come down here. Our reward is a TM21, which contains Frustration. I'm not too sure what this does, so let's take a look, folks. Right here. The move grows powerful the less the user likes its trainer. Okay, so this is based on like happiness rating. So if you get a Pokemon in a trade from someone else and it's not really familiar with you, and you use it, what it'll do is it'll do more damage as opposed to a Pokemon that knows you. And oh, I guess we can pick this item up. A rare candy. Always useful. I guess we have no choice but to go up here, and then if we go over here, go that way, that way. Now this is where I always get tricked into where I'm supposed to go. Because if I go right, I can't go anywhere, so I need to come here and go down here. There we go. And we're forced to fight this guy. Affairs. You cheating on your wives? Is that what Team Rocket's all about? That's kind of weird. Bunch of guys getting together, cheating on their wives. Weird indeed. But we have to deal with the Stratata. Don't forget about what I just said. It's interesting, it's not Eradicate. Usually it's Eradicate by now. But he still does know Hyper Fang. Hopefully he doesn't do too much. Holy shit! Oh. I'm gonna, yeah, just get it over with. I might have to heal up after this battle. Well, I know I will. Look at that damage. I think it did, like, my math is bad, but 35? Is that right? Yeah, okay. Let's go into Hope. Try to get her level 30. I want to try to keep my party as even as possible in terms of levels. I know I kind of have like 3 powerhouse Pokemon right now. It just kind of works out that way when you're doing the Nuzlocke challenge. You can spend a lot of time raising a Pokemon and then all of a sudden it dies and it's like, well, what can you do? I know I'm not leveling Snake and Batgirl as much. I probably should, but I kind of have a feeling I'm going to catch a Pokemon coming up in the next couple areas that are going to replace them, so why should I even bother? And Snake is not really that good of a Pokemon. I mean, if I put the time into it and use it in select situations, I'm sure it'd be fine, but I really don't want to use it. I'd rather have something more useful, like a water-type Pokemon. Batgirl could be pretty useful, but we'll see. I already have Hope as a flying type. Here we find the Black Glasses, which is actually an equipable item. It boosts the attack power of Dark-type moves? Yeah. I can't use it myself, but if I give it to, I'll give it to Ricky. Oh, a Rossberry. Oh, okay. Sometimes when you catch a Pokemon from the wild, it'll be holding an item already. But yeah, I gave the Black Glasses to Ricky just because she knows Bite, and that's a Dark-type move, so it'll boost the damage of that. If we come over here, we have an Axe Mather. That's kind of weird. And we also have a TM49, which contains Snatch, which I'm assuming has to do with stealing the opponent's held item and while doing damage. But don't hold me to that. If we talk to this guy here, he wants to battle us. Who has the lift key? Who has it indeed? Maybe if we defeat him, he'll tell us. Hint, hint. Look at that coughing. He's so happy. So happy. He's like farting. He doesn't even care. So let's see how much damage Bite does now. I think the bonus is 10% or something like that. So it's probably... Oh my god, this is not good. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh, okay, that was close. Let's go into Hope. I just gotta remember to use an antidote after this battle. How shitty would that be? Oh my god, no! No! Sweat drop, sweat drop. Oh, if I had stayed in, that would have been it. Whoa. I dodged a bullet there, folks. That could have been really bad. Oh, I nearly had a heart attack. I can feel my heart beating still. Oh, Jesus. That would have ended the day right there. I would have been so mad. I would have been knocking shit over left and right. And he actually drops the lift key. Interestingly enough, in the red and blue version of the game, he doesn't drop the lift key after you defeat him. So I know myself and a lot of my friends, after we beat him, we were like, oh, I guess we need to go on to the next area. But you had to actually talk to him for him to give you the lift key. And I forgot about the poison. God dang it, Paper. Pay attention. You just said it like 2 seconds ago. And so yeah, a lot of us got lost, confused. I think that's why I didn't like this area, because I spent a lot of time running around trying to figure out what the freaking lift key is. But now that they drop it, you know, it alleviates that problem. And now that we have the lift key, where should we go? I guess we should go back and use the lift. That makes sense. But I feel like I'm missing an area that I haven't gone to just yet. Maybe it's just me. I think we've gotten it all. Yeah, we got it all. Okay. So you have a couple of options of going to the lift. Probably the easiest for me is just to go back this way. You could go to the first floor, but I think it might be blocked off. Can't remember correctly. This way, yeah. Okay. this one, and this one. Golden. Golden. Now we can use the lift key to go to the basement 4th floor. And is there any item? Oh, there is an item. Okay. We can find a calcium, which is one of those vitamins that I mentioned before in the previous episode that boosts stats. I'll probably give it to someone in a little bit. And we have 2 guards guarding. Could this be a possible double battle? Probably not, but let's just make sure we have a good Pokemon in the 2nd slot, just in case. Or I guess not. We just have to fight them one by one. Lame. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. 3 Pokemon. Oh, okay, this is gonna be tedious. Go Ricky. Rickster. And we both intimidate each other, which is kind of weird. See how much damage it does. Not too bad. Glare. What's that do? Oh, paralyzes me, doesn't it? Frick. Let's try fighting anyways. Nice, got through it. Oh, good damage, good damage. I'm using Bite more often than Ember just because there's a chance of getting flinched, which is pretty useful because it makes it so the opponent's Pokemon can't attack. Sandshrew, I will definitely switch out and go into Goddish. I really wish I had a Water-type Pokemon at this point in the game. I just kind of feel like it's my one major weakness at this point, especially now that I have a Fire-type Pokemon. But I know coming up there's going to be a lot of Water-type Pokemon to choose from, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've already got one in mind that I want to add to my team. I'm not going to say what it is just in case I don't get it. I don't want to build up the, the hype and then all of a sudden let you guys down. But if you have an idea of what kind of Water-type Pokemon I'm going to go for, maybe leave an idea in the comment section, and we'll see who's right. I think it's a pretty obvious choice. I know a couple friends have already guessed it, so it shouldn't be too hard for you guys. And up next is a Arbok, which is the evolved form of Ekans. I don't think we've seen it at this point. Arbok, if you spell it backwards, it's Cobra, kind of how like Ekans is snake spelled backwards. So you can see how clever Nintendo really is. And oh yeah, I keep forgetting that ground is super effective against poison type. I should really like write that down on a sticky note and like put it on my forehead. And then whenever someone sees me on the street, they can remind me, and then that way I'll learn it for sure. And just like that, easy peasy dead. And man, oh shit, needs a lot of experience to level up. I'm surprised. And up next... Oh, apparently we've met this guy, Mount Moon. I wonder if his Pokemon have changed since then. 3 Pokemon, not too bad. Sandshrew. I should probably switch out then. Good to get the Intimidate off though. The Intimidate only works when you switch in your Pokemon, so if you start the battle or if you happen to switch into Ricky or whatever Pokemon. It's not like you can keep Ricky there and then every time they switch in, you get the Intimidate off, which is kind of annoying. But hey, I guess it makes it so it's more of an advantage for you and less of a disadvantage for them. Wow, look at that damage. See, if I had the critical hit counter, that would have been another, like, ding-ding noise, something like that. It'd be really cool. Next time, though. And Goddish is level 26. Alright. Tanking it up. Tanking it up. Ekans, let's go back into oh shit, since I know it's super effective. See, I'm learning already, folks. Isn't this exciting? Hopefully I can just kill with one Mud Slap. I don't really want to draw out this battle too long, because I know something else is going to come up soon. And I don't want this episode to be very long. I'm trying to keep them around, you know, the 12-14 minute point maximum, just because it's easier for people to watch and, you know, keep up on. But then, you know, I also want to make sure I continue making progress, and I want the videos to be appropriate for the length, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to have to like stop the dungeon right before a boss or halfway through the dungeon. Kind of leaves you like hanging on a cliff note, and yeah, it's not fun to watch. At least for me, it's one of my pet peeves when I'm watching other Let's Players, knowing when to start and when to stop recording a video. If that means stretching it out a little bit, might as well do it. More often than not, it'll work out. It's especially difficult though if you're doing like a Nuzlocke challenge like me and you want to record everything on the screen, so you don't really have much control as to where you're going to stop an episode. So you kind of have to plan ahead in that respect. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far. If I don't mind tooting my own horn. Excuse me? If only. What? And if we come over here... Ooh, who is this? I think I know who this is. Let's, yeah, let's go with Goddish. I have a feeling this is going to be a useful Pokemon. Hello! So, I must say, I'm impressed you got here. Team Rocket captures Pokemon from around the world. Well, that's not very nice. They're important tools for keeping our criminal enterprise going. I am the leader, Giovanni. For instance, you will feel a world of pain. So yes, this is the leader of Team Rocket. His name is Giovanni. He's got slick back hair. He thinks he's the boss. He's got ground-type Pokemon mainly, so Goddish should, you know, spank his ass pretty easily. Let's watch this. Oh, he's using Rage. Which, Rage is an interesting move. It was really common in Red and Blue, not so much now, but what it does is every turn, the amount of damage it does builds up, and it'll unleash, and it can do some pretty serious damage. Whoa. Just like that, folks, just like that. But as you can see, if you have grass-type Pokemon, pretty easy. Water-type Pokemon, just as easy. And pretty good experience, too. Nice. And next up, Rhyhorn, another ground-type Pokemon. So, which looks pretty cool. It's like a dinosaur. I want a Rhyhorn. But I already have, oh shit, so I'm pretty much set for a ground-type Pokemon at this point. And just like that, he is dead. But his next Pokemon coming up is a normal type, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Who am I going to send out? Kangaskhan. These things can do some serious damage, so let's go into oh shit. That way it can dig and hopefully he'll not hit me as much. Oh, that's a pretty cool Pokemon. It's got like a little baby Kangaskhan in there. Interestingly, if you look online, there's a lot of theories behind Kangaskhan, because the baby Kangaskhan looks a lot like a Cubone, and then if you put like a skull on a baby Kangaskhan, it pretty much is a Cubone. So a lot of people are thinking that like when a Kangaskhan dies and the baby takes the skull and bone to become Cubone, it's actually the baby Kangaskhan, which is interesting. But then you would think when the Cubone evolves, it would turn into a Kangaskhan, but instead it evolves into Marowak. So, you know, there's I don't know if it's true, if it makes sense, but the sprites are very similar. So it's an interesting theory. And we're doing pretty good. One more hit and this guy should be dead. Let's just use this Mud Slap. And yes, just like that, we defeated Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. He wasn't that much of a threat, to be honest. And we get some pretty good money. I liked his reaction. What? Until next time, you mean we're gonna have to fight him again? Well, I'm ready for that. And what's this item that he dropped here? Well, folks, you're gonna have to wait until the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. My name is PaperNapkin. Take it easy.